Million Rupee Interview on the Abundance Show. So today we have a very, very interesting guest on the show. His name is Hemanth Kumar. You know why he's interesting? For two reasons. I would say attributed for two reasons. One is he's a millennial, he's very young. Second is, at such a young age, he's already explored his career in corporate world. He's worked for some amazing companies in the past. And now for the last 4 years, he's been a network marketer. Not only that, he has seen very good success with his network marketing career at such an early time and at such an early age and such with such ease he has done it, I think. And he's got his teams across the world now. So more about him from the man himself. So Hemant, welcome to the Million Rupee Interview.
Thank you, Satish. I'm so excited to be here with you all. Thank you.
Great, great. So let's begin by asking you this, Hemant. What has been your background and how did you get into network marketing? Before that, what has been your education, your work experience and all of that? Can you just take us through the entire thing about your background?
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. Right. First of all, my background today, the topic of your show itself is like Million Rupee Interview. That's like over million rupees earning of every month. But it's not been so amazing when I started, or like if I go back in time and if I look back even when I was born, right? Like my family background, we come from a very, very humble beginning. In fact, my parents, when they got married, it was so that both the families, they were against it. So they had to go, in India, right? Going against families, like you have to be on your own. There's no family support. There's nothing. You have to create everything on your own, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they went. They loved each other so much that they decided to spend the rest of their life together. And then at that point of time, my mom always says that, my dad's salary at that time used to be like 1,500 rupees per month. You can say 27, 28 years ago, right? And since then, they've really struggled a lot to bring me up and give the best. And I would say one thing, that my father, he was previously, into stock market. So I watched him, speak to people. And so he told me that, my father didn't give me any asset. I'm not going to give you any asset. The best thing I can do is give you the education. So you create whatever you want to create. So that was kept on constantly being repeated in my mind. And I felt that, my father's working so hard, because I used to see his struggles, but they never let me, have anything less of anything. So I studied, finished my schooling. In fact, by the time I finished my schooling, my 10th standard, I had changed over 8 schools.
Oh.
Yeah, because we were shuffling between cities. My dad was trying to make it happen for all of us and all of that. And we were back and forth going to Chennai, then Bangalore, and Chennai and Bangalore. And then we settled in Bangalore. And I did my college, pre-university and university from Bangalore. And I completed my business management course. And in fact, the college fees was like the highest college fees for business management in Bangalore. At that time, the fees are very high. But I'm so thankful that they put me in such a amazing college, which gave me amazing exposure towards people who are business minded and all of that. And after that, right after college, at that time I used to be I'm a dancer, so I used to aspire dance and all of that. So I used to dance with Shamak Davar's school, and really enjoyed it. Even I was in the special potential batch, which is like Shamak handpicks people to be a part of the school. And I was there and enjoyed dancing a lot. In fact, once I was even by Shamak to come to Mumbai and do shows with him. But, my father, because I'm the only son, he was like, no, we can't let him go and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So then after my college, so this is all before I started working, right? So after my college, I wanted to give back to my family, because that was the time I know that, okay, I get a good job, because this is what our Indian society brings us up, right? Study hard, good grades, get a good job. And so for me, it was like, okay, getting a good job. And what happened was, uh, there was a campus selection, campus placement, and one of my friend, he got selected in Amazon.
Hmm.
And he got selected in Amazon. He called me up and he told me that this is the place that we have to work for,
Hmm. Hmm.
the best place. And I
Hmm.
was like, oh, okay. So what I did was I just walked into Amazon the next day. It was not a
Oh,
campus placement. I just walked in, and thankfully
wow.
they were hiring,
Huh.
and we got selected.
Which year was it?
This was 2013.
Okay.
2013, and
Right.
I got selected. But I was not happy. Like, I was not
Hmm.
happy like anybody who would get selected to Amazon would be, right? Like, think about this, a
Hmm.
company. But back then,
Hmm.
I knew about Amazon because they had
Hmm.
not even started in India at that time. Because
Hmm.
when
Hmm.
I got selected, Amazon was not even in India. So I
Right.
got to the Amazon.com, the US process.
Hmm.
Then, uh, I was not very happy. You know why?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
of my college exam. It was very clearly. It was the 8th of
Hmm.
May I got selected on 8th of May 2013, and
Hmm.
9th of May was college results from my degree
Hmm. Hmm.
undergraduate, and I was
Hmm.
afraid that one of the subjects I will fail. So you know that if I don't get what you say, uh, if I don't pass, I don't get the job,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, what to do? And the next day, I called up my teachers, asking them, what do you think? How did I do? And all of that. And they were like giving me confidence that don't worry, everything is good. You
Huh.
you you might have passed. I don't know. I cannot say. They have to have that confidentiality thing also,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So then the next day, I was the first person to reach the college. Even
Huh.
before the mark sheet could come out, I was the first
Right.
person, and I was waiting
Right.
so eagerly
Huh.
and bring out the mark sheet finally. And all I'm
Huh.
looking for in my name is for a black spot, because black spot means fail, right?
Okay. Okay. You started from there.
Yeah, so I started looking into the black spot in my name.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah.
black spot, so I know I passed.
Right.
Oh, great, amazing! Because I'm so
Wow.
excited because not because I got the job, because I saw
Yeah.
my family struggle, and
Yeah.
I know that one way of giving back to my family was starting to work,
Yeah.
right? And if I miss that opportunity, then I miss my dreams and goals of giving back to my family.
Yeah.
So that was my excitement for, not for the
Yeah.
job but for what I could do with that,
Right. Right.
right? So
So I
that
think.
was my
Yeah.
work experience, and
Yeah.
I worked in Amazon for 2.5 years.
Hmm. Hmm.
I got offered like four different roles, like
Hmm. Hmm.
four different promotions, and in
Hmm.
less than 2 years, and I was sent to different countries for what do you say, training people
Hmm.
from Amazon's different offices.
Hmm.
So that was my background and pretty much work experience
Hmm.
before choosing network marketing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So I think what comes out very clearly is that your why was very clear right from day one, from the word go itself. You wanted to somehow see that you can supplement your family's income and you could stand for them and do something with your career so that you'll be a big support system for them. That's your big why, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. So, Hema, tell me, how did you get into network marketing and what prompted you to get into network marketing? And did you have any role models to emulate or look at for directions when you got into it?
Okay, great. So for me to, about network marketing as such, see, as I told you that, my dad was struggling. He was doing a lot of things to put food on table and to give me the best education, and do the right things for the family.
Yeah.
You remember back in 2008, there was a big market crash,
Yeah.
and my father, I told you, he was in stock market,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
he lost a lot of money, and in fact,
Right.
like he lost a lot of money, not only for himself, for his clients also, right?
Right.
That took him out of job, business, like for a long time. But then
Hmm.
thankfully there was one of my father's friend who introduced him to one such network marketing opportunities,
Okay.
and that's when he saw that. He said, okay, it's a good thing to do, and he picked it up, and then he was doing really well in it. But
Right.
he kept me in the dark. Like, I didn't know it was network marketing. I didn't know what he was doing. He just took me to one of the meetings where I saw that you can. I loved the plan. The moment I saw that, I was like, wow, this is so amazing. That
Hmm.
you can leverage on people's efforts and also grow with such a
Yeah.
low investment, right? So I
Yeah.
was really blown away. But then he kept me because I was still studying, I was in my 10th grade when he got into network marketing. So I still had to finish my education. But then
Mm.
after, what happened was in the network marketing, he did a lot of businesses, some good companies, some not so good companies. The company shut down after he like worked so hard. They didn't pay him well. And what happened? All the team members started looking up to him. And my dad settled all the dues. Like my dad is such a
Yeah.
nice guy that he doesn't want to keep anything that is unethical or something like that. He would just want to pay them back. So he paid it out from his own pocket because the company shut down, right?
Mm.
He had to pay
Mm.
people back and all of that. And
Mm.
looking at all those experience for me, I was like, this is not something that I want to be in. I want to start a business, right?
Mm.
So then what happened was 2016, right?
Mm.
It was actually on an accident. My dad took us out to meet someone, and then we met this amazing person. We didn't know it was network marketing. He was just starting out this business in India, and I was like, wow, this is amazing, right? And this is something that I'd like to do. Why? I'll tell you. Because prior to 2016, like I told you, in Amazon, although I got promoted, I got offered so many roles in Amazon. In fact, I even applied for a relocation to Seattle to move their
Okay.
languages and all. They considered the application and it was sent across and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So, but the reason why I was looking for more opportunities is because if Amazon is seeing so much potential in me, there used to be days where I used to work for 16, 18 hours and
Mm.
give me OT and all of that, overtime and all of that. So I was thinking,
Mm.
if they see so much potential in me, there is so much I can do for myself,
Yeah.
right? And create an empire for myself. So that's when I was looking for businesses to do, and that's when this opportunity, currently what I'm doing, fell into my lap, and I just took it up. And so the first role model I would emulate, or I kind of got the fever was from my dad because I used to see the way he used to work, right? Like he made his fortune from network marketing, right? I would say, and then everything tanked because the company that he chose was not right.
Mm.
Things like
Mm.
that. So
Mm.
that's how I got in network marketing in 2016, January.
Mm. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Very interesting. So from almost flying to Seattle to take a role in Amazon in the US, you almost changed gears and shifted the direction itself and got into your own business, and that too with network marketing, right? Very
Yeah.
interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
And so I think one of the comfort factor for you was that dad was already doing well in network marketing somewhere. So you knew about it, and when you got the good product and good opportunity, you said this is the best way to go ahead, right? That's very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. So how has been your journey so far, Hemant, in this field, network marketing?
Wow. Can I say I can sum it up in one line, one statement? It has been a whole new world for me.
Hmm.
A whole new world. Can you imagine a world
Hmm.
that you not even imagine is
Hmm.
happening to you? Is
Hmm.
you are living it. Think
Yeah.
about that,
Hmm.
right?
So
Or
true.
I would say a whole new world in a very short time, or a
Hmm.
world that I was planning to live in, maybe in
Hmm.
my 40s or 50s. I'm living it right now.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow. So, so currently now, I think you're already 4 years into the company from 2016.
5 now, 5 years.
5 years, no, 5 years. Fantastic, fantastic. And I think one of the good thing is that you are young, and that is sometimes being perceived by people as an hindrance for them, because sometimes people perceive their age to be an hindrance. If they are either old or if they are too young, they perceive it as an hindrance. But the way you have gone ahead with it with full confidence, I think that's what has given you the traction so soon, right?
Yeah, and I
Very
would say that
nice.
they say that if they use the age as a reason, that's actually not a reason. That's an excuse. Because
Absolutely.
network marketing is one field that no matter what age you are in, if you put in the work, you'll be successful. So
Very nice.
if you're pushing back yourself because of the age factor, it's not. You're just giving an excuse because success doesn't see age. What are you, a male or a female? Are
Yeah.
you what do you say, from the high class or the low class? Nothing of that sort.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fair to everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, I think this is the only field where, first of all, you get a product and a company model with you ready made, which you can just take straight away and adopt it. Second you also have, like you said, it is fair to everyone, irrespective of your gender, your background, your experience, your qualification. Nothing matters. In
Yeah,
fact, I like this interesting thing, which I think you also used to cover in your trainings, earlier. You used to say that in this is one field where you don't qualify anyone. Just go out and present the product to them, the case to them, the business model to them. If they resonate, and if you can mentor them, then you have transformed their lives in the
exactly.
process.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and the thing is, think about how many of the average people will actually be able to create this kind of life with a very low investment, because most of the opportunities are like
yeah,
very low investment compared to the returns that it can provide,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
They're very low. If you compare to traditional businesses, to earn the same amount of returns, your investment will be at least 10 times of that initial
yeah,
investment. And
yeah,
the average man does not have that investment, and it's too risky for them to take that chance and go for it.
yeah.
So yeah, that's why it allows anybody to be successful.
Very true. Very, very well said. So, Hema, tell me, how does a typical week look for a network marketing leader like you? How does it look, and what are the things that you do in a week, in a
Wow.
time frame of a week?
This is like there's so many things that we do. Like, some people think, that this is just like you work, you bring in two people or you bring in five people and then it's done, right? That is the most misconceived notion about network marketing.
Yeah,
If you look at this, you consider this as a real business. Think about a real business. There's so much of activity that you need to do for the business to keep running, right? So the
yeah,
same way, even in network marketing, there's so much that a leader does, shows up as an example to the team members, and it
mm,
just duplicates. So the things that we do is basically, right now, when I started off initially, it was mainly making my list, meeting new people, making phone calls after phone calls. Does not matter if they say no, how many no's I get. I just kept on going, you
yeah,
know. But right now, it looks more like, I have a lot of meetings to engage my team on a
yeah,
weekly basis. We have meetings going on, and
yeah,
in spite of that, right, in spite of having such a huge team, we still continue to actively prospect for new leads,
yes,
because I believe in this. The world is not served by us playing small.
yeah,
So just because I have a team now, it doesn't mean I can take a step back,
yeah,
right? So, and
yeah,
making phone calls to the prospects, presentations after presentations, because think about this. I'm so
mm,
thankful for the person who did the presentation to me. If
mm,
they had decided, they had thought that, oh no, let
done.
me take a step back and not do the
Yeah,
presentation.
yeah,
This life I've created, they're doing a, what do you say, disservice to me,
yeah, yeah,
right? They're not
yeah,
serving me,
yeah,
so I cannot stop. No, I cannot not do presentations.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I know that if I can share with someone, it is of service to that person, and
yeah,
and then we have training modules. We have what do you say, training platforms. Uh,
mm,
People come onto. Then mostly, also most of it is also in the follow-ups, because they say
mm,
follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up, right?
yes, yes,
So a lot of follow-up goes on. Follow-up meaning giving them more exposures, making them
mm,
more confident about the decision that they're going to make. So
right,
that's a typical week how it looks like. And by the time the next week is on, and I
right.
don't know how my 4 years or 5 years has flown away. It feels like yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think when you enjoy what you're doing, and if the product and the company is good, it gives you a sense of fulfillment. And really, the impact that you create in the society at large is something which keeps you going. In the morning when you wake up, wake up with that energy and that vigor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So typically, what you're saying is it involves all the basic level stuff that any network marketer has to do. That is network. I mean, look for prospects, call them up, give them the demos, call and follow up with them. And next part is about creating leaders under you by training them, engaging them, and having meetings with them. Right? That's what you do. Right? Really, the
So
impact you create in the society at large. So what you have to do is what I see is that when you don't do stuff and you just tell people that this is what you need to do, the traction and the feeling among the team members is something odd, and like they feel something is there's a mismatch here. So what you're already doing is that whatever you are teaching them and telling them to do, you yourself are doing it, have done it, are doing it even now, and you'll continue to do it. That's something which is huge actually. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
I like the way how
So
put it across. Whatever I said, right? You just
Yeah.
summarize it and put it in a nutshell. I like that. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Hemant, another question to you is that how do you engage your teams and how do you keep them motivated, focused, and performing? Focus is a big word for me because I see that today is a world where the additional good point is that we have got internet, we have got access to so much information, but also the bad point is that the attention span is less. People always look for next big opportunity. So the question again back to you is this: how do you keep your teams engaged, motivated, focused, and performing? How do you do that?
Wow. That's a lot of things in one question. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
it can be a 1 hour session,
I
So,
know.
so to keep it simple, right?
Sure.
You see, this business is more about the person who comes in and joins in, right?
Mm,
Why are they coming into this business? What is the main purpose? Then
mm,
engaging them and keeping them motivated and focused becomes so much more easy.
mm,
So
mm.
I have team members who are both like come with a big purpose. They have a big why, and it's very easy for me to train them or keep them engaged. I don't even have to do anything; they're engaged by themselves. Whereas
Okay.
there's a good chunk of people who come in, with a very weak purpose,
Yeah.
very weak why, not knowing
Mm,
what the industry could offer them, right?
mm,
So
mm,
the thing is, previously we before COVID, right? Now the times have changed completely. Before
mm,
COVID, we used to do a lot of offline trainings. There was
mm,
hardly
mm.
any online. Although before COVID, I started my online sessions and trainings and all of that. I
Okay.
it looked like as though I anticipated COVID, right?
Oh,
I started
yeah.
my from December, like my online
Right.
trainings in December,
Super.
right?
Very nice. Huh?
So, because I realized that my teams have grown to so many countries, it's practically
Yes.
impossible for me to go to that country and be there and then travel
Yeah.
to another country because majority of my time was taken out in training, sorry, in traveling,
Right. Right.
right? So now that we've moved into online,
Yeah.
we have like our weekly meetings.
Yeah.
We kind of have a one-to-one sessions with our team members. And
Mm,
you see the people who are willing, coachable, and hungry, right? Uh, you just give them an assignment, they'll finish that and come back to you,
mm,
right? So
mm,
that's how basically we are keeping them engaged. Because if,
mm.
for example, like my introducer in my company, my sponsor, he just introduced me, and after that, it's all been like me building the team, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because my purpose and my why is so much more bigger,
Yeah.
the engagement is a part of it. Doesn't even look like I have to try hard to engage.
Yeah.
So we try to do that, and the thing is, sometimes people are lost.
Yeah.
So so for them to come back and get motivated, we have trainings. In fact, recently, just we complete like we attended the mother of all the network marketing trainings conducted by Eric Worre, right? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
that, so you know what I did? All I did was just funnel my entire team into this training, and you should see the response that people are having. Like
Yeah.
they've set their goals, they have their intentions clear now, they have their action points clear, and now the
Yeah.
next step becomes easy for us. It's just to keep them accountable for their own
Mm.
goals. So
Right.
you see what we do, like we keep events and trainings to keep charging and recharging, to keep charging their batteries. So
Yeah.
that's what we do. Yeah, yeah,
Wow. So well said. So well said. So basically, you're also connecting them, reconnecting them to their why, what they started off, what is the purpose for them to join this team and this business, and
yeah,
also you believe in engaging them with them one on many, one on one through Zoom now. Of course, is a big boon for all of us now.
yeah,
And the third part is very, very important is trainings. I think that's the lifeline of any business. In fact, for me, I worked very many years in the corporate world, and somehow I was lost on the. I was totally lost in terms of the understanding the importance of training. When we used to be incentivized that you are being sent for this training, we used to feel like a sense of entitlement that we're being sent for training. It's a big thing. But what is that training all about? Why is it needed? That thing was totally lost on me. Although I spent huge amount of years in the corporate world, but especially here now you realize after coming out of corporate world that training, learning, self-development is an ongoing process. Whether you're in a job or whether you're on your own, it's an
yeah.
ongoing process. And no other field than network marketing, I would say. I
Exactly.
think what you said is very right.
Because if you look at it in a corporate job, right? If your team members become better than you can be replaced. Then
Yeah.
you're no longer needed
Yeah.
by the company, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But network marketing is the only place where your introducers or your sponsors are striving hard for you to be better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want them to replace you.
Yeah, and we want them to be much more growing, and we are invested in their personal development. And there is a
Yeah.
saying that if you want to have more, you have to become more. To have more, you have to become more. And what other way to become more than personally investing? The biggest investment that you can do is to invest in yourself,
Yeah.
and that's how you can keep on moving, right? Because only if you are investing in yourself and growing, that's when
Mm.
your team will also be growing. But if you stay
Yeah.
stagnant, there's a saying that if you're not growing, you're dying.
True.
This was said by T. Harwaker. I
Yeah.
mean, if you've heard of the Millionaire Mind
Yeah.
intensive, right? So
Yeah.
he says this, and it's so true, right? Think
Yeah.
about this: if a heart stops beating, not, I mean,
Yeah.
we can't survive, right? That's one thing. And second thing
Yeah.
is, imagine if we are not evolving, if the universe is not expanding, it's shrinking,
Yeah.
and sooner or
Yeah.
later, it becomes. I mean, it stops.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the training and engaging the team becomes so much more easier when you're investing in yourself. And you see, in the corporate job, right? Most of the time, see, your boss tells you to do what to do, right? But
Yeah.
here, there's no boss.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only way you can be on track is to listen to your what you say, the people who already achieve success in your teams.
Yeah. And just follow them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just digressed a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. Perfect, perfect. Makes sense. Absolutely. So, especially in this field, network marketing, I would like to, bring one more thing which from your perspective. What are the pitfalls that you say are there in the network marketing field? And that one should be aware of, because awareness is the most important step towards doing something right. So, what are the pitfalls that you would say are there in this field?
See, when you talk about pitfalls, there are two types of pitfalls. One is the pitfalls that probably the industry itself has, first thing. Second thing is the pitfalls that you fall in when in your journey, right? So, I'll cover both, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's do like a complete session.
sure,
The first
sure.
one is the pitfall in the industry itself. If you see, the entry level or the investment is so low that people stop holding themselves accountable for, or
Yeah,
it's very easy for them to give up. Like, oh, okay, fine. So the entry level is so low that they say that they are full time, but sooner or later it becomes full time, FOOL, full,
yeah. Mm,
right? Like,
mm,
so and what happens is you're not serving your dreams, your purpose, your goal. Now that's one
yeah,
big pitfall if you look at it. And
yeah.
second, and many other pitfalls that you fall in when you're continuing in the business is
Mm,
think about this. There are people when you get rejections, right? They think it's the end
mm,
of the world, and they give up too soon there also, and they think,
mm,
"Hey, this is not for me."
mm.
But think about this: they came into this business looking at people who are much more successful, probably in the place where they want to be in, right? And they came in and they give up too soon because they get
Yeah,
hit by some rejections. But one thing they're not seeing is that person who they came in because of, because they're so successful, the person or whoever they saw, right? That person has gone through a lot more rejections than this person has even attempted to.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that aspect, rejections don't judge your results or don't judge your efforts too soon.
Hmm,
Right? There will
hmm,
be, and in fact, all you need to do is just build up the skill. So the first pitfall I would say is judging too soon.
hmm,
That's for them, right?
hmm,
And the
hmm,
second, another pitfall that I see is they set too low goals.
hmm,
Goals are too low that they say, okay, if I hit this, if this happens, then I'll think of going big.
hmm.
But they don't understand that by them setting the low goal, right? First of all, their activity levels are going to be much lower because it's not motivating
Yeah,
them to pick up from the bed, like you said, right? It should
yeah,
be so big that you wake up from the bed without even any push.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the goal is too low, the actions they take is too low. And we
Yeah.
always underestimate the effort required to achieve the goal.
Yeah.
And sometimes we even achieve the goal, then end up realizing that it's not served our purpose.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
So setting
True.
too low goals is one of the big pitfalls.
Right.
And so these are some of the pitfalls that I see, that when people come and not investing in yourself again, they
Yeah. Yeah.
they go to a certain level, and after that
Yeah.
they say, oh, I know it all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have 8-figure earners monthly who are investing in themselves every time. They constantly investing in themselves.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, I myself have spent more than easily 40 to 50 lakhs in just investing in building myself up.
Yes.
Think about that. So
Very nice.
these are the three things I see. One is like judging too soon.
Yeah.
Second is setting too low, like setting very low goals. And
Yeah.
third is not constantly investing in yourself.
Constant investing. Absolutely. Absolutely. So well said. Because I think also the training programs that you attended in the past, if I attend it again, or even like they say in the books, when you read the books, the same book, you read it again and again. Like Bob Proctor says that it opens up something in you which was not there before. Just opens up something, a new dimension to you, and the perspective has changed for you. You have evolved in the meantime. So when you attend the same training again and again, the learning from that is something which is amazing. And like
Yes.
even one small idea or one big idea can really change your life and change the trajectory of your life itself.
Exactly. I'll give you
Yeah.
an analogy for this, right? For people to like
Sure.
anchor this thought. Think about
Yeah.
this. You're going in your, let's say you're going in a ship. You're going to a certain
Yeah.
destination. And because
Hmm.
let's say the ship changes its direction by 1 degree,
Right.
destination is completely different.
Wow. Yeah.
Same way,
Just that one unit shift. Yeah.
just at one point, just that one takeaway,
Yeah. Yeah.
enough to change your trajectory, like you said, change the direction
Yeah.
altogether.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when you're looking at the investing in yourself part, right? What did you say Bob Proctor said just now?
Bob Proctor. So Bob
Yeah.
Proctor says that when you read the book again and again,
Oh yeah.
it opens up something in you which was not there before.
Yeah. So the other analogy I wanted to put into people, because see, there are not many people who are reading books or watching motivational videos, but we watch movies, we watch
Yeah.
TV series, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah.
watched a movie more than once, Satish?
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes
Sometimes,
very good movies. Many times I watched.
many times, right? Which,
Yeah.
let's say, which was a movie that you watched more than at least 5 times? Any one movie?
Maybe The Beautiful Mind, The Beautiful Life,
Yeah,
Three Idiots, all those classics. I love
the
them.
3 idiots, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Most 3 idiots, like literally more than 50 times. Let's
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time you watch this movie,
Yeah.
you saw something that you did not see the previous time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did the movie
Yeah.
change? No,
No.
right? It's just
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
perspective changed. That's what
Yeah.
we call experience-based learning.
Yeah.
So the same way when you read books, you
Yeah.
pick up a point, you apply something, and then when you read the same book again, you pick up that point, which is
Very
valid
true.
at that point in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
So
had to come to you at that moment. In that moment in time, it had to come to you. That message had to come to you, and you pick it up that time.
yeah, and many people tell another pitfall. Yeah, another pitfall I remember immediately is,
Mm.
oh, my
Mm.
upline is not supporting me, or my downlines are not working. This is a
Yeah.
big thing, in the mark in the.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But think about this: there are so many shortcuts also, right? You go ask
Yeah.
any top leaders, they say, "What, my upline? No, my upline was not even there for me." Right? They made it
Yeah.
happen. So the
Yeah.
biggest variable is us. It's not our
Yeah.
upline, it's our downline. So
Yeah.
and they say that my upline was not there when I called him at 11 p.m. He didn't pick up my call.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, they have created platforms, they have created systems, they have trainings,
Yeah.
and there are so
Yeah.
many mentors and coaches that you don't have to really interact. Like I have so many mentors and coaches Like if you just look back, there's like a bookshelf here,
Hmm.
bookshelf
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The books, the authors are my mentors. Look at that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, so the
Yeah.
fourth pitfall is like they rely on everybody else but them.
Absolutely. True. True. If you get the support from the top line and the bottom line from you, from both sides, it's your bonus. It's a good thing. It's a feel good for you. It's good for you and for your team. But if it's not, so what? So be it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
Perfect. Well said. Well said. So, what would you say should be the expectation of someone who's entering into this profession now? What should be their realistic expectation?
Okay. Um, Very simple. Don't expect it to be easy work.
Well
Don't
said.
expect it to be, a cakewalk.
Cakewalk. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
True.
put in the work.
Yeah.
Expect it's going to be tough.
Huh.
Expect you will have sleepless nights. Expect it's not going to be easy making that sale. Because I have too many people who join in and say, "Wow, I know so many people. I can sell 10 machines by the end of this week." Are you there with me, Satish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the network is flickering. Okay,
Okay. No
so
worries.
what happens
Thanks.
is they drop in, and then the first
Yeah.
meeting they go to or the first phone call they do, they get a
Huh.
no.
Hmm.
Their enthusiasm is 50% down already. And think about
Yeah.
this: when you make the second phone call with that 50% less enthusiasm, you're doing a disservice.
Huh.
You're doing injustice to the second phone call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, obviously that person
Yeah.
is not gonna say yes, right? Because they don't see the energy in you. And
Yeah.
imagine this, okay? If you are dropping your enthusiasm call after call, it is going to be, I mean, you're going to get a lot of rejections.
Yeah.
So so put your enthusiasm up. Like, see, even today I make my phone call even after like 5 years. I have the same energy that I had on my first phone call,
Yeah.
right? So there
Yeah.
is always this thing that in any conversation, the
Huh.
person with the highest energy wins.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's a game of energy.
Exactly. So the
Yeah.
first thing is, don't expect it to be easy work. Put in a lot of efforts. I mean, be willing to go the extra mile. Now, the
Yeah.
extra mile, you may feel that, okay, I've gone extra compared to what I was doing before. No,
Hmm.
there is a saying that take action until the job is done.
Wow. Yeah.
Right? Don't give up
Yeah.
until the job is done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, have a bigger reason than just making money or buying cars or buying things.
True.
That's another expectation that people come into, that
Correct.
um, okay, if I do this, I make more money, I can buy this, I can buy that, blah blah blah, all of that. Now I say,
Yeah.
after this business will provide you all of it. Like, I'm not saying that it is not going to provide you, it's going to provide you all of that. But after
True.
you've done that, what next?
Yeah.
Then you're doing a disservice to yourself, right? And the others
Very true.
who you enrolled into the business. So have a bigger reason than just making money or like buying things.
Very nice. Very nice.
So
Very well
yeah,
said.
expectation. And I in our team, we inoculate, or like we vaccinate our people with rejection. Like, we tell them, be ready to get rejections,
Yeah.
right? It's not going to be
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
You have to do more presentations, more and more,
Yeah.
right? and
Yeah.
and slowly what's going to happen is you're going to get better at doing it. Then things will
Yeah.
change. People will start seeing
Yeah.
that confidence and join you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but many times I see people saying that, okay, when I make the first sale, then I'll be more confident. No, it's the other way
Yeah.
around. When you're
Yeah.
confident is when you make the sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, if this
Yeah.
happens, I will do this. No, you have to do this for this to happen.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So well said. So basically, like what is like in any other business, it takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of learning, adapting, and taking action, and it takes time. More than anything else, it takes time. So why would
Yes.
you expect anything else in network marketing or from network marketing? It's the same, isn't it? So just be hang on and be ready to take that walk that extra mile to do that. And number two point which is brought out is very very pertinent. Okay, what you said I think was that don't wait for success or for things to happen. For things to happen, wait until it happens. Just keep persisting, keep trying.
Yeah.
This way, seek out leaders, seek out gurus, mentors, learn, adapt, and do it until it happens. Don't wait for it to happen. That's a very powerful statement that you made. Okay, it's very good.
I mean,
Yeah.
keep taking action until the job is done.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, perfect. So, what would you say is important for one to become successful in network marketing? I covered that in this answer itself. If you want to
Yeah.
quickly, briefly, what is that? Yeah.
Yeah. There are many things actually, but one most important thing, the most important thing is to make a decision that you are going to be successful in this, no matter what.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
That
yeah.
decide. The first step is to decide.
Come what may. Yeah.
Once you make the decision, stick through that. Stick through the plan, right?
Yeah.
So, because I'll tell you something that many people say that becoming successful is like you get one deal, you become successful. It's not like that. Success, the road to success is not easy, right? But when you make a decision that you're going to be successful, come what may, you persevere, you penetrate, and
Yeah.
you go through. So the most important things is what you say, and to once you made the decision, be willing to be coachable, teachable, be hungry, right? Constantly hungry for new things. Be curious, right? You again, and another thing is, don't drive the car sitting in the back seat.
Hmm.
You have to be the one on the steering wheel when
Hmm.
you, right? I mean, in the
Hmm.
sense, I have many people driving the car, driving this business from the back seat,
Yeah.
trying to be successful.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
You mean they delegate to upline and downlines kind of thing?
Line,
They just keep
downline,
on
do that. I mean, it's
do this.
okay to some
Yeah.
extent, right? Your upline is going to
Yeah.
help you, but not
Yeah.
always. There has to be a time when
Yeah.
you got to take the steering wheel by yourself. You got to take the wheel
Yeah.
by, yeah,
Yeah. And you actually attract that by your vibe, they say, right? So basically, if you're not the leader that people are looking up to, if you're just depending on your upline or to your other people in the downline who might be smart, it's not going to serve the purpose for anyone actually.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I have many times people saying that, oh, Hemant, I can't be like you, right?
Yeah.
I tell people that you don't have to be like me. You have to
Yeah.
be like who I was when I started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you don't have to know everything, but you have to start
Yeah.
somewhere. You have to
Somewhere.
make,
Absolutely.
right? So 1% by 1% is when we get to 100%. You cannot
Yes.
expect to be 100% overnight. But
Overnight.
it's
What
going to be
is, yeah.
one night success. It's going to be one night you're going to make it, but it's going to be many nights of this addition or this multiplication, of growing. So, but you have to start somewhere.
That's it. Yeah.
So one of the most important things to consider is to take the bull by the horn and start somewhere and keep on increasing it. Get better 1% every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very
that's
true.
what.
Very true. Yeah, it's actually for them, it's unfair on themselves if they compare themselves with you because what has taken for you so many nights, so many days of perseverance has brought you to where you are, and they
Yeah.
expect that to happen to them overnight. It's not going to happen. You are there for them, and they are like there are so many others that they can go learn from them, and especially in this day and age of the internet, we're all blessed. Actually, we are all blessed
Yeah.
as long as we have time.
Yes.
And like you said, that decision that we will make it happen, come way.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So, what would you say to youngsters who are considering this profession now? Particularly because you are coming from that age group where you're a millennial yourself. So, if there are youngsters who are looking at this profession, what would be your inputs to them?
Oh, youngsters are my favorite because I come from there, right? And I've lived there. So one thing, I when I started this profession, I started because I had big dreams, big goals. It was more than just me. Like my boundaries were much bigger. But when I came across people who have been in this industry for 10, 15, 20 years, they used to come to me and tell me that, oh, Hemant, you know what? I wish I was your age when I got this opportunity. I
Yeah.
wish, I wish I was like you know,
Yeah.
energetic. So I tell the youngsters now, whoever come, you see that you, let's say somebody taking up this profession in their, no offense, but like 40, 50 years old,
Yeah.
only there's only some, what do you say, percentage of their energy, some percentage of their time that they can give into this. But
Yeah.
when you're coming into this, let's say in your 20s or
Yeah.
even 18 or something,
Yeah.
one amazing thing
Long
you have
way.
is time on your side.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
you have so much of time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And imagine this, when you multiply the time, it becomes like a compounding effect. And by the time you're 40, 50 years old, I just told you that chances are what I would be having in my 40 or 50 years old, I'm living that right now.
Yeah.
So you see the compounding effect. Now, I don't know when I'm 40 and 50, what would be the position, right? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, Satish, are we on? Satish, are we on?
Net is slightly slower.
It's
Yeah,
something
we
to
are.
do
We
with
are.
my net, yeah,
I think you'll
something
have to.
else. All right. So, I mean, if you can hear me, just maybe can you put it on the chat for me if you can hear me? And here, oh, perfect. Thank you. So first thing is they have time on their side before
Yes.
we can lose the internet. You see,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
internet crashed with the information that we are giving. So that's a value.
Right. Super.
Right? So
Yeah.
the second thing is energy, right?
Yeah.
We have the energy. I mean, look at this. A youngster, I believe that, many people say that, oh, I wish I had the energy like this guy. But
Right.
too often I see people who are younger than me becoming tired. Like we just
Yeah.
finished a meeting or training of 3 days, right? And for us, it was overnight
Yeah.
because of the US timing. I was up the
Yeah.
whole night, and there were people younger than me falling asleep,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is energy, right? Uh,
Yeah.
you guys have the energy to make it happen. Don't take it lightly, right? That is an asset. You don't need a lot of money. You need a lot of
Yeah.
courage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the most important thing, what we have is we have nothing to lose,
Right.
everything to gain.
Right.
So much of upside potential. So, and think about this: what average person can actually get, like for example, which youngster, not average person, which youngster can start a business and make like 1 million rupees every month
Yeah.
from the first year onwards?
Yes. Absolutely.
This is the industry that provides that to people.
Nothing. No chance. Absolutely.
Right, so
Yeah.
looking at that aspect, it really, I was talking to another achiever in our company, same age, right? He
Hmm.
just told me biggest check was 49 lakhs
Wow.
1 month.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, so
Super.
coming back to the thing, what I was sharing is that we have nothing to lose, everything to gain. One of the main reasons why I joined in was also because I had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And with such an average, like for me to come up with an investment of crores, I didn't have when I started. In fact, I had to
Yeah.
borrow money to join this opportunity.
Right.
That was my,
Right.
and I saw that
Yeah.
if I can do this, I can obviously find people
Yeah.
like me who would be interested as well. So these are some things that I would really share with youngsters,
Yeah.
to get started, that you have time on your side.
Yeah.
You guys have energy. I mean, the energy that you can exert is equal to like so many people. It's so
Yeah.
contagious.
Yeah.
And the third thing is you have nothing to lose,
Yeah.
everything to gain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why.
So well said. So well said. Hemant, what makes you really unique? There are so many network marketers and so many companies that are there. So, what makes you, Hemant, as a brand, unique among network marketers?
Well, I truly believe that each one of us are unique, and if we compare ourselves with somebody else, then we are doing a disservice to ourselves also. Um,
Yeah.
because we all have our own timeline, we all have our own what you say journey, right?
Yeah.
I can share like my experience, uh, maybe like for example, like what do you say, when I started, ever since like I was aware of my surroundings, what was happening around me, like I told my parents, I've seen them struggle to put food on table, right? And my dad has been my biggest motivator. Like he's taught me lessons about life more than
Mm.
probably many gurus and all of that. Like since my childhood, I've been listening to him. And my mom has been my biggest support, because anything I ask her, can I do that?
Mm.
Normally, mom say no, 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 right? But she's like, no, you can do it. Go ahead. She encouraged me with everything.
Yeah.
So, and what I
Yeah.
always saw was, no matter what the problem was, they always found a solution to keep the vehicle moving, to keep the thing running. And I never even
Mm.
and it even made me realize there was shortage of anything. So I would
Yeah.
say, like for me, it was what do you say, that because of all of this that I saw, right? If you come to me, I'm capable of finding solution for anything, any problem that can present itself,
Yeah.
right? Because there's a solution to every problem, right? I have people who find a problem for every solution, right? So there's a solution for every problem, and
That's a life.
I lost you there. Sorry. Now my internet is green, but I don't know what that means. Okay. So okay, let me
Can
finish this.
hear.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll finish this now. So one thing is for me, right? Anything I do, I give it 100%.
Right.
There's no like
Yeah.
50%, 50%. I'm not like that kind of person. I'm like, I'm either all in, or I'm not in it. Right. So when I made the decision, right, I took a decision to be massively successful, to provide the best for my family, to best for my parents, especially. And I'm still a work in progress. I'm not, I know it's still a work in progress, I believe. and and another thing I
Exactly.
And another thing I see is, Satish, that off late, ever since I've been in
Okay.
network marketing, when I
Topic. Uh,
are we
we
on?
talk. Just coming to the fact. Talk.
Yeah, yeah. So I just want to wrap it up. Can I get a 30 seconds more? Okay.
You're talking about either you're totally in or you're totally out.
Yeah, exactly. So
Sometimes
I'm
we
either
lost
totally
you.
or I'm out, right? And I don't go
Yeah.
50% because it doesn't
Yeah.
work out. You cannot, like, think
Yeah.
about this. You think of taking the garbage out of your house, and you only take it halfway through to your main door.
Yeah.
You don't take it out.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do it. You either take it out fully, or you just leave it to pile up. Right. So what happened was, for me, even before this opportunity, this company that I've been with, um, anything, like, be it dance, 100%, be it Amazon, 100%.
Yeah.
In fact, my leaves were so low that by when I quit Amazon, my entire leaves was enough to take care of my notice period. Like, I didn't have to, what do you say? I didn't have to serve notice period. I just settled it with my leaves.
Wow.
And so why I'm saying is that I go 100% anything I do. And another thing I see is, even before this company, right? Even before network marketing, I don't know. I mean, we're all gifted. So I kind of have this intuition that things going this way, and it happens exactly like that. Like, the trainings that I used to do for my team, the meetings that I used to do, even before I started attending all these seminars, workshops, and all of that, I was doing it. And when I attended these seminars and workshops and trainings and all of that, they were exactly talking what I was teaching my team. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's something coming inborn that's coming in,
Right.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
that's something. I mean, I feel blessed and I feel thankful for that. And I'm creative. I create training solutions, like, in a span of a moment, and I always find strategies to make things happen. So I think that's what is helping me move forward. Yeah. If you are connected, Satish, I'm done. You with me, Satish? I don't know if I am. It's something to do with my internet. Let us see what's going on the Facebook side. Oh yeah, I think Satish, it's something. Okay, so while Satish is back, I hope you guys had fun, or whoever was listening. Just you can put in on the chat how you liked it. Give us likes and thumbs ups. I know I'm just rambling on until Satish can come up, but just let me just try to reach him. Oh, I'm audible. Thank you. Thank you, Sham. So, so any questions you guys can put on the chat. I mean, I don't know if we have time, but I don't know if we can take questions also. Oh, Satish, we are back. Can't hear you though. Wow, we crashed the internet.
I think the net is still choppy. We
Hey, you're back.
covered pretty much all the questions that we had to ask. There was one.
Yep, I can hear you now. You're back. I was checking on the Facebook, and your video was frozen.
One last message.
Yeah,
I'll ask you. I'll put a chat.
it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes, we can't really control a lot of things. We have to
Yeah.
leave it up to the. Shyam says the network is going on. Yeah. Yes, Satish. One last message to network marketers. I mean, see, let me keep it simple, right? Let's imagine yourself in two positions. The first is where you don't decide to be a professional. You're just a poser or an amateur. So you're taking average actions or mediocre actions, and you keep postponing your goals for later, just to realize that even after all the time, in spite of your growth to whatever extent, your dreams are not fulfilled or your dreams are not met. How would that make you feel? And think about that, right, for a second. Allow the thought to digest in your mind. And you take and the second and another way is you decide to become a professional. You decide to be successful. So you take every opportunity. You take massive actions and you turn it into reality. And think about this: you're walking up on stage, you're receiving all these awards, your
Yeah.
dream life, now you're living it. And the people come walking up to you, asking you how you did this, how life has been for you, taking advice from you, taking inputs from you. Think about the life like that. Now, two different sides, right? And keep expanding on the second that I shared. And how would it make you feel? How would your team members look up to you? So, for those of y'all, if there's one thing that I would, like to share, not as an advice, but like to share with you guys, is the first one not only serves you but doesn't serve anybody. The second way is not only it serves you much more than what you came in for, but through you, you just become a resource. Through you, people achieve what they're looking forward for.
Wow.
Think about
Yeah.
that, right? So that's my thing. Decide to be a professional. Decide to take every opportunity that comes your way. Because like I wanna end by saying that my first statement, probably what I said, the world is not served by you playing small.
Yeah.
And if serving the world is your mission, then look at that. The world is not served by you playing.
Well said.
Right, Satish, the train.
Very well said. Very well said. Yeah. So
No worries.
basically, for network marketers, here is the opportunity for them to impact the world, change lives, and expand into the. So I think either my is bad or Hemant's. I'm not sure who's, but connected is slightly choppy.
Yeah,
Uh, are you on, Hemant?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Perfect.
Ah, so I just take this opportunity to thank Hemant for his time, for sharing his knowledge and knowledge. I'm sure who are in the brink of considering network marketing, for students and youngsters who are looking at getting into network marketing, they would have got a lot from this interaction. And so once again, all the very best to you, Hemant. Keep up the good job. Keep inspiring youngsters. Keep inspiring even elders in network marketing. I think it's a huge responsibility on your shoulder to ensure that we give credibility for this profession and do things in the right way, so that people who follow us are also doing things in the right way and no shortcuts. So it's a marathon for all of us.
And I want to share something, Satish. You're doing a great job,
Sure.
bringing all this content, to provide to us network marketers, and to give that constant reminder that network marketing is not perfect, right? It's not the best, but it's so much better if you have the entrepreneurial bone in you, right? It's so much better for an average person. It may not be perfect, but it's so much more better for the common man out there. So I really thank you for that, for bringing this out and sharing this with the
Well
world.
said. Very true. So thank you very much, Hemant. Very best to you. Keep it up. Talk to you.
Thank you. Welcome, Satish. See you all.